So Caleb Cain decides to write a hit piece in the New York Times talking about how alt-right media radicalized him. And I find it coincidental, and there are no such thing as coincidences, because he's writing this article after the fallout of Carlos Mazza demonetizing Steven Crowder. More on that later. Caleb Cain, I'm calling you out. You were not radicalized. You knew what you were doing. Because if you're going to go that route, I can go that route too. Because you're talking to a 2011 walk-away Democrat. That's right. 92, 96, I voted for Bill Clinton. 2000, Al Gore. 2004, John Kerry. 2008, Obama. I didn't participate in 2012 elections because I had my red pill moment in 2011, as I said earlier. Caleb Cain, you knew exactly what you were doing. You knew exactly what you were getting yourself involved with, because I knew exactly what I was involved with when I was a Democrat. I knew exactly who I was voting for, why I was voting for them, and what were their policies that I was voting for them to have my vote in the first place. There's no excuses here. Okay? I might have been 19 years old back in 1992, but guess what? I made my first adult decision to vote for Bill Clinton. No one radicalized me. No one brainwashed me. I did it. And I accept it. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't make excuses for the decisions I made in the past. It is what it is. But here you are, at a time, right after Carlos Mazza, and you want to throw in alt-right media radicalized you. So you're trying to lend your voice to silence conservatives. And that's the reason why I'm making this video in direct rebuttal to you. Because I'm going to lend my voice, my conservative voice, into this mix. In this arena right now that YouTube is cracking down on conservatives, because let's face it, they are, and so is Facebook and Twitter and Instagram being owned by Facebook, so one does it, so does the other. And you want to talk about brainwashing, okay? Because of Carlos Mazza, because of his antics, because of his actions, because of his butthurt feelings, because he couldn't take Steven Crowder's wit or have Steven Crowder's humor or couldn't understand it, and he had to use his race card. He had to use his identity as a gay man and bitch and moan and whine on Twitter until they finally demonetize him. I am a subscriber of Steven Crowder. And you know what? I got to work my way through all 900 plus videos that Steven Crowder has just to find those videos where Carlos Mazza accused Steven Crowder of making fun of him. Now, I've seen some of Steven Crowder's videos. Yeah, he's a little crude, a little rude, but he's a comedian. He might push some boundaries, but he's not going to push those boundaries, and he's not going to push those boundaries any further than he has to, unlike, let's say, Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert. I mean, it's open season on conservatives, open season on our President Donald Trump. But hey, God forbid you liberals get your panties in a twist and all of a sudden, we conservatives got to get banned. We conservatives got to pay. Like I said, you were never radicalized. You were never brainwashed. You knew exactly what you're doing when you were doing it. And I leave it there. Because as a grown-ass man, I'm old enough, wise enough to know that what I did back in the day, I did because I chose to do it. It was freedom of will, freedom of choice. Something that you lunatic lefties are trying to take away from us conservatives.